Hi, investor. I'm Ruby, the team of the leader. We would like to develop a mobile app called Wheelchair Anywhere. And this app is targeting the disabled who are the wheelchair people in the Hong Kong, and flow out the apps to create a barrier-free environment and encourage the disabled individuals to have more connections with their communities. And in Hong Kong, there are the 244,000 share wheels users, and they are facing the challenges when they are going outside. Consideration with the transportations. There are some passengers will place their suffer in the wheelchair areas by bus and let them cannot to get on the bus. And also, if they have the rehearsal bus of the, and they need to booking and in early, and their cost is much more expensive. And in Hong Kong, government has provided them to have some facilities, but they are not convenient. For example, not everyone have the key to access the wheelchair lift, and some elderly people is hard to difficulty to control the panels. And wheelchair area is a original apps for the wheelchair people about using the public transportations more frequently, and it can be installed on the Apple Store and the Google Store on the smartphone. And the mobile apps will cooperate with the KMB companies and the central address for the rehabilitation service of the governments of the Hong Kong Specialist Administrators Recon and the Hong Kong governments. And for the mobile apps competitor, uh, we have the KMB apps is provided the real-time bus route and show the wheelchair areas at the same time. And the Chinese version with the apps is only provided the wheelchair lift and location. But our apps and also combine with two free function and also provide the required the wheelchair wrap by automatically and control the wheelchair lift at the same time. And our apps revenues. In the beginning, we will use the donations for the donation revenue for our development apps at the airfundingnet.com, and we'll predict using the social media to draw the attentions and encourage the people to donate. And we predict to collect the funding by 3 months. And we develop the apps will by using 1.5 years. And we predict the cost will use the $18,000. And the second one, we will use the subscription revenues to maintain the apps, the functionalities and charges a month. And the subscriptions free is $15. And also we have the advertising revenues and encourage the advertiser to cooperation with and pays by advertisements on our apps. And we have the two conversions goal. And the first one is the long-term one. After a year, we hope that the download user will cover it more than the $200,000 people, 1,000 people, and the conversion rate is 70%, and the translations approximately is 114,000 conversations per year. And for the short term one, it will predict we use the 3 months, first 3 months, and estimate that every month we have 500 users and predict the conversion rate of the 60%. And around for 300 of the new user will convocations and activity by our apps. And this is our prototype. And our apps is using the right square and blue icon and more attractive to recognition. And to ensure our user is our needed people, they need to provide some information, including the ID card and the disability recognition card. And for the approximately visible, we are implementing the SEO by the key research search, such as the wheelchair apps, the best partner of the wheelchair and wheelchair tools. And we will use relevant the hashtag at the same time on the social media platform. And we will use the categories, the apps as the transportation apps under the wheelchair anywhere to attract the larger target customer, larger audience for download. And also we will use write some feed and below the features below the download buttons and let more visitors to more understanding. And the apps, it has been provided the Chinese version. And also during the apps, we have the Chinese slogan to tell the visitor our apps can provide the convenience to them and for the go outing. And for the and also our apps and also our apps have some functions and to throw out the buttons, the colors, and the larger text and the destination colors and the function easy to read and user for the control. And throughout the app's experience, there are the interactive the pop-up window and missions and guide them to miss the tabs, as like this one. When the customer pointed to the green buttons, then we will pop up the windows and guide them to use the fingerprint to log in the account and match with the wheelchair lift at the same time. And after the connections, and then they will have the success panel, then they can use it in the control once. And after they finish it and then press the enter, the cancel button, then it's fine. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your listening.